What's your favorite memory from the '97 team?
Winning, I guess winning, that's what we remember. It was a close team, and I just remember it was, it was a really determined team. They had been, before I got here, 2 years before, they had gotten to the finals and been disappointed. So I guess what I really remember too is just the determination of the group that, at no point, whether we won the first round, second round, or third round, did anybody really feel like the job was done. It was like collectively the team held its breath until the game was, the clock went to zero in the fourth game against Philadelphia.
Do you seem like after those Colorado series out in Denver that you guys got so close, and how big was Scotty Bowman motivating this team to win those Stanley Cups?
Well, Scotty was, we trusted Scotty, and we were a pretty hardened group. And I know that people talk about our, the skill that we had in the Russian Five, and it was certainly a skilled group, but it was probably the toughest. The '96-'97 team was the toughest team I ever played on. It was a very, it had some tough individuals, but also as a group and as a team, it was just a very, like I said, hardened group of guys that were very determined. And, people would ask me about the 2002 Cup winner, whether that was the best team. I said that might be the most talented team I played on, but if they played a playoff series against the '97 Wings, they better beat them in four, because the '97 Wings would have beaten them up. We were younger, we were meaner. We had guys like Konstantinov and Kosher and Bob Rouse and Darren McCarty, Martin Lapointe, Aaron Ward. We were a big, mean, tough team, and everyone thought when we went in to play against Philadelphia they were going to push us around, and you saw from first 2 minutes of the game it was just the other way around, with guys like Draper and Maltby, and like I said, Konstantinov was an absolute beast.
What do you think about leaving this building after this year?
Well, I get sad anytime the old buildings close down. So it's a beautiful new building. I've seen drawings of it. It'll be great for the team. It'll be great for the city. But you always feel a little bit bad when the old buildings close.
Is there one particular game moment? I know there's a lot of them that stands out at Joe Louis from your time here.
Well, that I think probably you hear this a lot, is that one game where we sort of felt like everything sort of came together for us against Colorado. And they had beaten us the 3 prior games that year, and then we played them in March, shortly before the playoffs started, and we had the 5-on-5 brawl with McCarty and Lemieux, and we were able to come back late in the third period, tie the game, and go into overtime and win the game in overtime. And that was the real switch for us in Colorado, where we gained a psychological edge and carried that into the playoffs, and really played well against them in the playoffs. But I would say that regular season game was probably the most important one to our era as far as growth as a team. Not just because of the fights, not just because of what it did to galvanize us. We were already pretty tight together, but to be able to do that against Colorado and then come back and win, it wouldn't have meant the same if we didn't come back like we did and win the game.